Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Hi loves, welcome back to the Fully Me channel. My name is Giselle and here we encourage talented moms to embrace and pursue their gifts while rocking motherhood. So you probably saw the title of this video and was like, what? Giselle, you don't like watching the Grammys, and yet you are a musician, yet you are a vocalist, yet you sing and have music going throughout your house almost all the time, yet your entire family is musical in some sort of way. What is happening? And you do this as a profession. What is happening? Well, the truth is, when the Grammys come up, it's always a little bit of a tug of war for me. Honestly, you can't get away from it. Everybody is excited about it. It's all on the news. It's on the radio. It's on every commercial. Your friends are talking about it. People are trying to get parties together. People are guessing who's going to win and what category. Will it be their artist or somebody else's artist? How upset they're going to be. All of those things are going on, and it's just bombarding to me at times. So here's the truth. The truth is that I really do like the Grammys. I really enjoy watching them. Honestly, I could sit there in the dark, in my living room, in my pajamas, and just enjoy the whole 3.5 hours by myself. I love when the music starts. I'm up, I'm dancing, I'm pulling my kids up, I'm pulling my husband up to dance with me. I'm screaming to the top of my lungs when the artist that I really like gets a Grammy. So it's not necessarily that I don't like the Grammys, it's just watching it sometimes is difficult. And this is why. The Grammys can be a blatant reminder of what I am not doing and where I want to be. It is showing me almost like mirror reflection of what I am doing and if that is in line with what I really want to do. Because when I look on stage and I see these artists giving it their all, like smashing it on stage, singing, doing the whole thing, I'm like, yes, that is what I want to do. Yes, I want to be there. And then it's just like, no, I'm currently not doing that. Yeah, and then all those feelings follow afterwards. And so there is a tug of war even leading up to it where I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm excited, but I don't want to feel this. I'm excited, but I don't want to feel this. Have you been there? Have you ever been faced with something that you really are excited about and you feel like, oh, I would love to do this and I'm supposed to be doing this in some form or fashion, but you're currently not doing it, or you're currently not even on the path to doing it, or you haven't taken as many steps in that direction as you would like? And then you see someone else doing it, and then you're just like, oh, I'm so happy for you, but this is not a happy moment for me right now. I'm feeling so many things right now, so many things. That is what happens to me. But it's not all bad, and here is why. This type of situation I've learned recently, but I've learned that this conflict causes me to sit down and to really begin to think what is happening underneath. And 3 questions came up that really challenged me, but that were really good and very helpful for me to move through this process. And those 3 questions are, here's the first. Where do you want to be? Giselle, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in life? What is it that you would desire to do, that your spirit, that your soul is longing for, that you feel a connection to, like I am supposed to be a part of this in some way? What is it? And then the second question is, why are you not doing it? What's getting in the way? What's getting in the way of you actually doing that which you desire to do? I mean, it's a very simple question, right? Like, what is in the way? Is it my thoughts of scarcity, lack of, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough training, I don't have enough resources? Is it the gremlins that are speaking in my head? Oh, people think I'm crazy. Or is it just plain fear? Like I am scared and I'm getting in my own way. What is it? And then the third question that came up, are you willing to take a chance and a step towards that thing that you desire to do? or be a part of? Are you willing to begin putting things in process so that you can start moving towards that? And a lot of times, this question alone brings up a lot of excuses, or valid excuses, but still excuses nonetheless. Like, well, for me, I'm a mom and I have other things that I need to do, or I don't have the time, I'm really tired, I'm really exhausted, there's so much stuff going on at work, and so many people need me here, and what will people think about me if I decide to do this, and can I really do it? I don't know. Let me just stop and pause and wait. All of those are excuses that begin to clutter up the path of moving towards what you actually desire. And this is something that I've realized in myself. And so once I got past all of those tug of war feelings and actually sat down and really enjoyed this past Grammy, as much as I did the other ones, when I finally sat down and enjoyed it and then walked away from it, I found that I didn't have that same feeling of, oh, I'm not doing what I really want to do. Instead, I had a feeling of, I'm tired of sitting here every year and then having these feelings, and it's showing me what I want to do, and then I'm not actively pursuing what I want to do in the way that I want to do it. Or the steps that I'm taking are just like few and far in between. They're here, they're there, I'm waiting on someone else to call me, instead of taking the stance and taking the jump and just doing something for myself. And so for you, my dear friend, I want to encourage you with these 3 questions. When you come up against something that you feel like, oh, it's a tug of war, I love it, but I hate it, I love it, but I hate it, I want to be there, but I don't. Instead of focusing on the confusion of that, begin to look at what's happening underneath and why there is a tug of war. And ask yourself these 3 questions. What do I want? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there now? What is getting in the way? And then what am I willing to do to get there, to start, to take a step, and to move forward? And don't get discouraged by that tug of war, honestly, because when you get that tug of war, when you get that friction, a lot of times it is your spirit pointing out that that is where you want to be. And instead, take some time to really process what is getting in the way. Do some inner work. What's getting in the way for me taking the step and moving forward? And once you move that out of the way and you take just one little step and another little step and then another little step, you would see how far you are growing and how much you are doing. So I am taking my own advice. And I will be continuing to take steps forward, things that I can do myself, so that I can really relish in the joy that music is for me. And I hope that next year, I am calling it out. Next year, I'm going to be running to watch the Grammys with excitement and with joy, because it's not a reminder of where I'm not and what I'm not doing, but instead it is an encouragement of what I am doing and how much further I can even go in that. So, dear amazing mama, be encouraged today. Know that little steps add up, and know that any friction or conflict or tug of war you feel, it's not a bad thing, but it is a good thing. It's an indicator that there is something that you really, really desire and really, really want. Get clear on it and then go after it, girl. I'm rooting you on. And if you have not had a chance at this time to subscribe, be sure to subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you really soon. Peace and many, many blessings.